Hey there YouTube, Rain here. I'm having a vintage masters draft with my friend here, Bernie.
Hello. How's it going?
We go to the same gaming store and he's a great player. He's an awesome guy, so
I certainly am.
and modest.
Yeah,
So
very modest.
just waiting for 2 more people to show up. Hopefully that won't take too long. Just $25 per draft, but
So yeah, Vintage Masters, pretty sweet format.
What do you like about it?
What kind of deck do you think you would like to draft in an ideal world? What is your favorite deck archetype?
My ideal world, we open Astral Slide and slam it.
And then get all of the come into play effect cards. That seems pretty sweet. I've got to say, I've got a lot of love for the 4-mana make 2 birds card. God, it's gone.
No, I know what you're talking about. The one with flashback.
Battle Screech.
Yeah, Battle Screech.
Yeah.
That card is oppressive.
Card is very, very good, but it fits into a very good archetype of blue-red or blue-green Convoke. Yeah, the card is very, very good. Very hard to beat. But yeah, I like Astral Slide a lot. Lightning Rift is also very good. You can get in a high density of cyclers. I think I'd also prioritize the cycling lands quite highly as well.
I do as well. I usually take them like over the cards that might not make my deck. I know they're always going to make it. So usually I actually end up with green-white with the enchantments just because nobody takes those cards. It's kind of strange.
Yeah.
See, like Elephant Guide's making it to pick 12.
Yeah, Elephant Guide seems to be a very underrated card. The format doesn't have a lot of instant speed pinpoint removal. It has a bit, but there's a lot of the good stuff is sorcery speed, and it makes stuff like Elephant Guide much better. It's a very good card.
So what happens if we open High Tide here?
We're not taking High Tide.
Oh, come on.
We're not drafting the Storm deck. It's bad. It's bad.
But everybody knows it's bad.
It's bad. It doesn't work. The problem with Storm is you need to get very lucky. You need to have such a high density of the good cards to actually make it work.
Yeah, very well. It's okay. We're gonna open Astral Slide.
Won't
be a problem.
If we open the High Tide and we see a lot of stuff wheeling, then we'll get it on the wheel and we'll just switch.
All right, one more player. Is Spirit Monger in this format?
I've never seen it. It was in Conspiracy, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, that's what makes me think it is. But
Vintage Masters. So what's your ideal rare then? Best rare in the
best rare?
Apart from foil on the ground sea.
Well, there's the Power 9, so we could just pull one of those and slam it.
Sure. I
don't really know.
A foil on the ground sea. Yeah, I mean, the Power 9 are exceptional. I think the best one actually is Library of Alexandria. Out of any of them, I think the card is just absurd.
Is Library in the format?
Like, if the Power 9 are, and I
that's ridiculous.
Is Library Power 9 or is it?
It isn't.
It's not.
It's right below there.
Library.
Turn.
I think is in the format.
Turn 1 Library. Favorite play.
Yeah. Get that holiday cube going soon.
Come on, just need one more.
Nearly there.
Sorry about the wait, guys. If it takes longer than a couple more minutes, I'll just stop the video and re-record, but I don't think it will. A card that's impressed me too is Nature's Lore in the blue-green decks. There are a lot of the blue-green madness decks that are running like Factor Fiction and all that. I've seen people running like 3 to 4 of those.
Really?
And they don't run slow on getting action or anything. It's kind of surprised me.
Sweet.
All right, what do we got? Ooh, this is a cool pack. A really cool pack.
So what does Dax Duplicate do?
This is a clone, except it gets haste and dethrone.
That's pretty sweet.
So if they're at a higher life, we get a counter when we swing.
2 colors though. I'm not so keen on going 2 colors straight away.
Survival's fun, but I think Swords to Plowshares.
Yeah, I like white, and we're not passing any other good white, so I think Swords is a.
This is just like the best removal.
There's absolutely nothing else. Just going through it, like Goblin Commando is a strong card, but it's only not a first pick.
Yeah. You won't see
Counterspell's a good card, but again, it's not as good as Swords to Plowshares, I don't think, in this format.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Swords is just easy slam. You play it in
I
any
think
deck
so, yeah.
that plays white.
I don't think it's particularly close.
Yeah, cool. Here's a cat. Oh, turnabout. We could do it.
We're not drafting still. We're not doing it.
All right. Looks like there's a lot of blue in this pack, though. Not a lot of it's great, but some of it's pretty good. There's also Expunge.
There is Expunge. Expunge is one of the stronger cards here. How do you like Black White?
Black White. I'm not the biggest fan. Like there isn't much going for it.
No.
So I kind of don't like this. It is fine if you end up with the slide deck, but we have no reason to believe that we are the slide deck.
No, I got to say I don't like Exile. I'm leaning towards Ophidian or Counterspell.
Mine as well.
I like Ophidian.
I love
Counterspell's also very good. Like it's a good card, but the double blue is irritating when you don't have a lot of good fixing.
It's also a little awkward with our one drop white card.
Yeah.
But Ophidian works great with Swords.
Yeah, sure.
Take out their blocker.
Yeah.
Draw cards. I like it.
I don't think we can't think too deep in that sense. I think Ophidian is the pick here, though.
Yeah.
I like getting creature. Okay.
This pack is not what I was looking for, really.
So the standout cards here we have Ether Mutation, which is actually very good.
Yep, I agree.
Blastoderm, Glasgow Carrier, and
Phantom Nomad. Yeah. For me, I think it's between Mutation and Nomad.
I'm actually really tempted by Blastoderm. It's strong enough. I know we don't want to be 3-color here, but we could potentially drop something.
Yeah. Or we could splash. It's definitely an option, potentially.
Sure. I don't know what we would be splashing. We certainly wouldn't be splashing the Blastoderm, maybe the Ophidian.
Though, if we're going to end up in green, how much worse is Aether Mutation?
It's pretty good. It's kind of slow as well, though. Okay, we're running short on time here.
Yeah.
I think Glasgow Carrier I'd like a lot, or Blastoderm.
All right, we'll go with the Blastoderm. It's still early on.
Probably get slated for that pick.
Berserk. I had a guy Berserk me and then play a card that brought it back from his graveyard. Berserk me again. It was stupid. It wasn't even Scrivener. I don't think it was.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't target our Blastoderm.
Oh, do we want Roar of the Worm though?
I think we might do. So I mean, obviously, we'd prefer to be in blue. If we're getting Roar of the Worm, we get the Madness cards.
Yeah, the blue-green Madness is good.
I can't see a lot of. There's a lot of black here and still a bit of red.
Not a lot of good black though.
So I think Roar of the Worm is the pick. I think the upside on it is high enough that it's worth taking.
I agree.
It's actually been fairly difficult so far.
Though this is actually a pretty good pack for the blue-green deck.
Sure.
Like it has some things that we may see around, like this Nature's Lore.
Yeah, I'm not big on Nature's Lore.
I wasn't either. It's impressed me though, so.
All right. Well, this isn't so bad.
This is a really good pack.
There is a Stroke of Genius in this pack.
That card is really great.
That card is really, really good.
There's a Tusker and an Obsessive Search.
I've got to say, though, I've never played Stroke in this format, and I have no idea whether it's too slow or not.
It's really good.
But I'm always inclined to take card draw if I can, and Stroke is one of my favorite cards.
Yeah, we can take this and just
splash blue still.
Go control, splash blue, do whatever.
Yeah, I like Stroke. Let's get it.
So powerful.
Fits in well with our plan so far.
There's a Grasslands which I want to look to potentially. Like this can help us splash maybe.
I don't particularly like that cycle of lands.
It's a little slow, but what else is in this pack?
There is precisely. We could take a tribute for the board.
Brainstorm isn't great.
No.
I guess like if we get this, it can make future brainstorms a little better.
I think you're correct. I think the Grasslands is good. If we are blue-green, we definitely want to splash the Swords to Plowshares if we can, and Grasslands definitely enables that. So let's go for it.
This pack's interesting. We don't have the Madness Enablers yet, sadly.
No. I think it's between Circular Logic and Course of Wild here. I don't really like Sudden Strength a lot. I know some people do. Provoke's not very good, especially when we have Blastoderm and Ophidian, cards that we can't target and cards we don't want to block, respectively.
I think Circular Logic's a little more consistent. Claws is better against like the white decks.
I'm inclined to go for Circular Logic here. I think we could get Madness enabled as Layla, and Circular Logic's great when you have Madness.
Let's find some. Aether Mutation Wheels and Tranquil Thicket did too.
You know what? Killer Whale's actually a card that's impressed me as well. We're not taking it here. I think we're taking the Aether Mutation, but it's a decent card.
It's a decent finisher. It's not the worst.
We could be overrating Aether Mutation as well.
This card has been pretty great. Like,
it's definitely a card we bought out against the more aggressive decks and things. But then I guess Killer Whale probably is too.
It depends on the aggressive deck. This is really good against the Auras deck for sure.
That's true. Yeah.
And that's like the primary one, I want to say.
Okay, well, there's a clause of well. I don't actually know. There's a Lonely Sandbar. We want to take Lonely Sandbar, I believe.
Lonely Sandbar, yeah.
I do.
This card's good against white.
It's good, but it's nothing. It's not a card that anyone ever wants for their main deck, and you often get them late. I don't think it's.
Yeah, we can pick one of these up later.
Sandbar is just a great card. I really like the Sandbar. Hey!
Yay, Counterspell Wheel.
Hello.
It looks like
that's not too bad.
We're running a sweet control deck. Got Stroke of Genius.
Oh, I like this already. Okay. Yeah, that's a counterspell. Yes, please.
So not black.
Krovikan Sorcerer is not the best one, but it does enable Madness, and it does pitch Aurora of the Worm into the graveyard and Circular Logic.
That's a good point.
I think Krovikan Sorcerer is our pick here. I like Killer Whale fine. It's actually better than it looks for its stats.
But I agree.
Yeah, let's go for the Krovikan Sorcerer.
It's not the enabler we want, but it might be the enabler we need. Odds are we're not playing this. But...
Okay, is there anything here that hoses us? What's the Death Head's buzzer? Oh, when it dies, yeah, I remember that card.
Yeah,
okay,
we
that's
don't care about
bad
that.
against us.
This we don't care about either, really.
No.
Tendrils, yeah.
I think it's unlikely we're playing the Secluded Step, but actually,
well,
just take it.
Right.
Scrivener!
Scrivener?
Oh, well. Okay.
Let's take a look.
We can get back Ether Mutations, Stoke, Swords. Yeah,
Counter.
Scrivener looks good. I mean, if we're playing a more controlling deck.
Stroke of Genius.
Yeah, take it.
Oh, crap.
What did it take?
It took Obsessive Search.
We need to be quick. Okay, take it.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Obsessive Search is still good in this deck.
Dang it.
Works well with Krovikan Sorcerer.
That's true. And hopefully with the Wild Mongrels we're pulling right now. There's no Wild Mongrel here. They lied to me. What do you think about this pack?
There's a foil Chainer's Edict. There's an Elephant Guide. Okay, so we have Zafalon Crusader. I can't pronounce that name. A guy is almost unbeatable. The rare is very, very good. There's also a very good card in Soltari Emissary. But obviously, I don't think the Crusader is playable on our decks.
Yeah.
Double white. There's a Chain's Edict, which is strong. I
think I like the Repel.
We could take a Repel. We could take an Elephant Guide or a Giant Mantis. I think if we're going to be more controlling, Giant Mantis or Elephant Guide might be the cards that we want.
I don't think I like Elephant Guide.
Is Repel just too tempo-y for our deck, though?
A little awkward. It's a 1-for-1 regardless, though, right? Like, this card can slow the game down. But I do see the Giant Mantis. I think we can get one later, though.
Probably. I think you can get Repels quite late as well. Though. I mean,
we gotta pick one.
I think it's your decision. Go for it.
We'll go for the Mantis.
Okay.
Just because you were so agreeing.
I do like the Mantis.
I'm not a fan of Fissure. Gosh, this pack is pretty miserable.
I think actually Tranquil Thicket is the pick here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to go through it, I think other picks potentially are Krovikan Sorcerer and Radiance Judgment. I don't like Radiance Judgment a lot, but it can be cycled if we don't have white for it. Terra's Faithful, again, is an easily splashable card, and Krovikan Sorcerer does what we want in terms of Madness. Although we haven't seen many Madness cards yet.
Well, I mean, this pack isn't that great, though. Like, Radiance Judgment might be just the best card in the pack for a white player. Like, Aftershock looks good, but it hasn't been great, especially against, like, Battle Screech decks. And hopefully we get a Grizzly Fate or something like that.
Sure.
There's that later Repel you're talking about, but let's look.
So there's a Gustcloak Carrier. Obviously we can't take that. There's a Keviex Torch. Now we could take that on a splash. I don't think we'd want to, but it's just something that's worth considering. The card is very good. There was a blue-red land in our first pack, which may table.
But that probably means we wouldn't be able to play the swords.
Maybe. I don't really like the rest of the cards in this pack. Repel is fine.
Repel is fine.
I actually like Tangle quite a lot in the right matchup. Just take Repel if that's what you're after.
That's really what I'd be after.
You're keen on it. It is foil as well, which is pretty sweet.
I'm not typically a fan of playing multiples of these, but I don't think it's the worst.
How many playables are we at the moment? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 lands.
We're on 13.
We're on 13, but
that's a pretty good place in this pack. I think the Lonely Sandbar is perfectly reasonable here. The first Ether Mutation did table.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't think there's any reason to. I wouldn't. The second one.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to main deck a second one unless I had to.
No, but I mean, if we did pick that one up, we can main deck the foil one.
Exactly. Value, guys.
Exactly.
Cloud of Fairies.
These packs,
keep up Counterspell.
Packs have been.
I mean,
okay.
It chumps for a turn, but it's not that great. Rescind's okay.
No, I don't like Cloud of Fairies at all. So the standout cards in this pack are
Goblin Trenches.
Beetleblack Chief is very good as well. There is a secluded step
we have one.
Take, but I don't like having the off-color cyclers. They don't seem very good.
Yeah. I think I like Rescind here, or Cloud of Fairies. I think Rescind a little more. If we had more Madness Enablers, this could be cool, but...
Looking at Sudden Strength, but it's a bit underwhelming in our deck.
Yeah, we don't really have a lot of creatures. No, 4 creatures. No. Rescind or Cloud?
I like Rescind. I don't like Cloud at all.
Okay.
I think it's good.
I'll agree with you there. More Ophidians?
Yes. Always more Ophidians. But, well, I mean, what else are we taking here? We could take a Desert Twister, which I guess is pretty sweet in our control deck, but it is a really slow card.
I mean, also we have like Ophidian, Repel.
Yeah.
Rescind.
Yeah, we can replace that card. I like Ophidian.
Didn't seem too hard.
All the Ophidians, fantastic.
How many Ophidians can we play? I think it's better than Sorcerer here.
Yeah, I think you can at this point. Do we just take the Glasgow Carrier? We've seen quite a lot of white. Are we completely committed to green? We have 5 green cards.
We're not completely. But we don't really have much going for us with white either. Like, we were seeing a lot of late green pack 1, so we might see pack 3.
If we get rid of the green, then it makes our Krovikan Sorcerer worse, and so same with our Circular Logic. Okay, yeah, let's just stick the course and go for Ophidian.
Hermit Druid.
Oh,
do we have anything for it? I mean, it's just awesome. Roar of the Worm we can put in the graveyard.
We can put Roar of the Worm in the graveyard, that's enough. Slam it. I mean,
it's just great. Hitting land.
Have a look at this pack. We have a Barrymore and a Renewed Faith, and those are the only...
Yeah, it's definitely Hermit Druid here.
People do like Spinal Craft, but I'm not a big fan of it.
Maybe we get a Scrivener or 2.
Yeah, sounds good.
Roll out some...
I like it.
Value. There's the clause.
There it is. There's another Obsessive Search, which actually makes our sort of slightly worse deck better, because it'll dig through the good card.
I can see either.
It's kind of up to you. I think they're fairly interchangeable. I like Obsessive Search fine.
I feel like we just lose to the white decks right now, though. And that's kind of not something I enjoy.
I agree. Take the clause. Let's get one in this.
There's like a 1% chance we play this Pine Barrens.
Could you take the Chalkies Cougar on the odds that you splash red? Like, is that a more reasonable splash? I really don't like the coming to tap platinum paying lands.
I think both of them are unlikely.
I think they both are unlikely.
That seems like good logic.
Sudden Strength.
Might as well.
In case we're short of playables. Hey, there he is. Yeah, again, I think it's fine. I mean,
we may play 2 if we end up short, but odds are we're playing 1.
I don't know how bad they are in multiples.
Provoke is not a card I like.
Yeah,
Future Dimp. Huh? It's just we don't have creatures.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
doing it. The deadly deck is getting there. Love it. All right.
Are we LSV?
I think we're LSV. Okay, so we have a lot of card draw. We have 3 Ophidians, Stoke, an Obsessive Search.
How many Scriveners
Basically all the
do
value.
we need? Man of War is really good. There's the black splash I was talking about. Oh, Psychotalk, Hermit Druid.
I'm so sorry.
Hermit Druid, man. Oh, there's a Hermit Druid. That would have been so much fun. But that's fine.
You can still take the Tog. No, I'm only kidding. We're taking Man of War.
Yeah, Man of War.
Man of War is very good with Ophidian as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly the kind of card we want with Ophidian. Seriously, not unhappy to first pick a Man of War.
Yeah, it's just the best blue common. What's this card? Get to Time Walk or draw 3 cards?
I typically don't like cards that allows your opponent to choose.
But those are some choices. Like if we have Ophidian out, it's like, do we get to draw more cards or do we get to draw more cards?
We already have a lot of card draw. That said, there's not a lot in this pack. I like Guy's Embrace. I like Jungle Worm is good. I mean, how many creatures are we at? We're at 8 creatures.
Yeah.
That's really low. We need to start picking up some creatures.
I don't know. I really like this, but Jungle Worm's okay.
I'm leaning towards Jungle Worm because I think we need creatures too badly. But if you take Plea for Power, I'm not going to complain. We have a lot of card draw already, though.
Well, if we're LSV, but yeah, I think you may be right here.
I don't know if I am. I abstain.
I'll take the Plea for Power then.
All right.
I like drawing cards.
Oh, is it Will of the Council? If time gets more votes.
Okay. Which one is it base? The base is draw 3 cards.
Okay. That's actually probably better.
There's a Choking Tethers and a Giant Mantis, which I think are both good.
I think we want Giant Mantis.
Yeah.
Creature. And also Choking Tethers is good, but we're not really a tempo deck. Well, kind of are. We've got Mana War and Rescind.
Yeah,
but we need the creatures. We really do need the creatures.
I'll be happy with this wheel, though. There's a Kindle, and somebody's going to have 2 Goblin Trenches.
Yeah, we're going to get stomped by that deck.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
There's an Aquamoeba.
Yes.
It's really about time we saw it.
There's also a Croton Tusker, which is a good card. Tell you what else there is. There's a Yavimaya Hollow, which is a very good rare, but I don't think we can afford to pick it. You never know, it might table.
Might, yeah.
And then the 3-card deck, it is strictly worse as well.
Well, we get the enabling for Circular Logic.
I like it.
It's just a good creature.
I think that's what we want, even though we don't have Hollow Madness. All right.
There's a Jungle Worm and a Brainstorm and the Cloak on the Splash.
I say right. Actually, I thought Penumbra Worm was the arrogant worm, and it isn't. That's sad.
Like this is still a great creature.
Yeah.
If we don't run like Desert Twister, we could run this.
Yeah. I think Penumbra Worm is a good finisher. I think we should probably take it. I'm not excited
in love
by
with it, but yeah, I agree with you.
It is a foil.
This Brainstorm might wheel.
I don't really like Brainstorm.
Yeah.
We do have some. Yeah, okay, we have one shuffle effect. Still obviously pretty good.
I agree. Grizzly Fate.
Oh, slam it!
Or are we doing the Hermit Druid Grizzly Fate combo?
Yes, we are. That is an absolutely ideal card. That's fantastic.
Oh my god, can we beat the Sulfuric Vortex Goblin Trenches deck?
No, but we're still taking. I think we're taking the Obsessive Search here. What does Armor of Thorns do? I don't actually recognize.
It's like the Flash +2/+2, but if you flash it, it goes away.
That seems pretty bad.
Yeah.
Let's take the Obsessive Search.
Over their Brainstorm?
Yeah, of course. We want stuff for Aquamoeba and Croak the Sorcerer. It's a good card.
Alright.
Oh, it's not a great card, but it's fine in our deck. I don't like Brainstorm.
This is kind of terrifying, though.
Yes, it is. I don't think we can beat it.
What
There's
did
a
you see?
basking
Oh, there's a
root
basking root lala.
Oh, our deck has come together a little bit. There's also Keen Eye Aven, which is actually
Not as good
it's not
as
as
it looks.
it's not as good as it looks. I'm just trying to think how much air stuff we have. So we have a couple of Giant Mantis, and that is it.
I think this guy's fine.
I like him. I like him a lot. He's Madness card. Fantastic.
Where's the
Oh.
Wait, do we want the Skywing Aven?
We might actually want it over Counterspell. We've only got 12 creatures. That's a little low for my liking.
And it lets us discard cards.
Yeah, as much as it pains me to pass the Counterspell, I think we need the Aven.
It's not great at enabling it, but it's fine.
It's
which do you think? I think they're
Skywing
close.
Aven. I just think we need the creatures. I don't like playing less than about 14 if we can help it.
I think you can do it in this format.
Okay, we've already got one repeal. Do we want the second clause of Wywood more than the one repeal? I mean, are we afraid of the Battle Screech deck? I mean, we're not. Are we going to play the second repeal?
I think we are with 3 Ophidians.
Okay.
And I mean, it's still 1-for-1. Like.
Okay.
Obsessive Surge.
I like Crows and Sorcerer fine here.
Yeah, I think I like it more than Aven even in this deck. It's better at enabling stuff.
Okay.
We can think about that later.
Sure. I still prefer it over our third Obsessive Surge.
I suppose.
Reckless? No, I'd hate out the Reckless Charge.
Oh yeah, that Sulfuric Vortex Goblin Trenches deck.
I'm not saying Reckless Charge is an amazing card, but in the right deck it can be pretty good. I think I don't actually hate Provoke. Like I know it's a sort of non-vote with our Blastoderm, but I think in the right deck it can be quite good, and it does.
Taking up the reanimation thing. I don't think we're playing it, but we might.
Mana Prism is actually an option in our deck. It helps us get the white that we need, and also we have quite a late game. Like it's not an exciting card.
But I see playing it.
Goes with Stroke. Like I don't think it's a bad final pickup there.
All right, so this deck's pretty awesome. I like it. First question I suppose we ask is, are we splashing white? Or should we ask that after we cut a few things?
Yeah, let's cut some stuff first.
I could also bring these spells down. I think Provoke isn't making it.
No, that's fine.
I mean, actually a big fan of Nature's Lore in this deck.
I
think we're playing it over Mana Prism if it
Do you
comes down
want
to
to
it.
put Stroke up to about 6 or something like that?
Yeah.
5 or 6.
It just keeps putting it back to 3.
Oh, right. Okay, then don't worry about it until we're done.
Not the best circular logic, but still. We didn't get the Ancestral Recall, but we did get the 4-mana Ancestral Recall.
That's value. Alright. We have a couple.
Worm.
Roar of the Worm really is a creature, though, isn't it? You probably put that on the 4 on the creature slot, I reckon. So, what's on the chopping block here?
I think Skywing Haven. Like, we have to. It's anti-tempo for us. Like, we have to return it back to our hand. Like, it dodges removal, but who's really doing anything with this?
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like we have.
Is it a win condition for us, though? Do we actually need.
I don't think we need to discard. I don't think we need that kind of beatdown. We have like good win conditions.
We do have a few win conditions. Okay, second Krovikan Sorcerer. Okay, I agree with the Skywing Haven. Let's cut that for now. Second Krovikan Sorcerer.
Seems slow.
3 mana 1/1.
Yeah.
I can probably go.
I think 1 is fine, but 2 is a little high.
Okay.
I think we kind of need 1. Because that makes 2.
I certainly wouldn't be happy going lower than 12 creatures. Aether Mutation does make creatures as well, hopefully.
That's true.
So I guess it's technically a creature as well as a tempo
I mean,
card.
Worst case scenario, we can like Aether Mutation or Mana 4, and then replay it.
Is this? If we're playing Nature's Law, this is 17 lands, I think. So we need to make 5 more cuts.
Does Prism make the cut? Yeah, we'll keep it in for now. We don't really have madness enablers.
We
Which is a little rough.
a Croatian Sorcerer.
And an Aquamoeba. That's 2 things.
And yeah.
So this is like a 3 mana. It's like what's that card? I'm not a big fan of this. I mean, I suppose it does like counter things instantly with Hermit Druid though. So I think that's fine. I'm not a big fan.
I don't really love the second Repel. I think we could cut a Repel. Just looking at, I mean, we definitely want to cut non-creature spells. I think. I think we cut the swords and the Mana Prism. I think it makes our deck less streamlined. I might be wrong, but
well, let's see some options. Like I think you're right. Yeah, we're not really needing a swords in this deck.
Do you really want to play Nature's Law? I know we have Penumbra Worm.
Like with the amount of card draw we just have, Nature's Lore is pretty great.
I guess.
It'll help us get to like, I don't know. I like the card. It's been pretty good for me.
Okay. How about we cut an Obsessive Search and the Circular Logic then?
I agree with that.
We keep the Rescind.
You want the Desert Twister in the main?
If we're having the Nature's Law, it seems correct in terms of we want something to do with that mana. We have Roll of the Worm, Grisly Fate, Penumbra Worm, Stroke, Ether Mutation, Desert Twister. If we're interested in getting a lot of mana, then Desert Twister seems fine. I'm not in love with the card. I think it might be between that and the Circular Logic. Yeah. It seems really upsetting to have a Source to Plowshares on the board and be playing a Desert Twister instead.
Yeah, right. You know, I might just be up there with Circular Logic.
Okay.
We might side this in.
Just to play devil's advocate one more time. The only thing about Desert Twister is it is an actual answer to things. We don't have any actual answer to anything. We have no hard removal. Which is fairly typical in Blue-Green anyway, but because we're a more controlling deck than we are a tempo deck.
Like if they resolve an Astro Slide, we could just lose.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
I could see either one. I'm gonna leave this one up to you.
I think Desert Twister. I don't think we have enough to enable Circular Logic that it's just not a kind of bad cancel.
Yeah. Okay.
That could be completely wrong.
No, I think you're right. I think it's 9/8 for. Wow, I'm not sure. Islands? We kind of do want to play Ophidian turn 3, but this is...
I don't actually think the Root Waller and the Druid matter that much if we play them turn 1. We're not the beatdown deck. So yeah. I reckon maybe blue.
Yeah, 9/8 blue, I think.
9/8 blue, because we have counter spell as well.
We also have a few double green things.
Okay.
So...
I think I agree with that.
Right.
So the only other thing I would consider here is cutting an Obsessive Search for a land, just making it 18 land since we have a high curve. I don't know.
I like that actually.
Okay.
Make it another island?
Yeah. No, hang on. Another forest. So we have an even split. Because we went 9/8 on Island Forest.
Okay.
Unless you want 10.
So we have 9/9 right now?
So much for Obsessive Search. But I think our deck is fine. It's
not the best I've seen.
Not the best I've seen either, no.
But we have Stroke of Genius.
We have Stroke of Genius, which is really sweet.
We're drawing a lot of cards. Hopefully, just drawing out.
We're going to deck the crap out of ourselves.
Hopefully, we'll kill them first.
Yeah, hopefully.
with Grizzly Fate.
Mm-hmm.
With the Hermit Druid and the Stroke of Geniuses.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I like this deck.
Yeah, me too.
It'll be fun to play if nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh, round starting.
Sweet.
Is it? Well, we'll be back for gameplay. Thanks for watching.